Hi everyone, welcome to Wednesday Wisdom Question. Now let's hope it really is Wednesday because for some reason I keep mixing up the days. That's how it is when you're just home doing the same old thing. Like you don't have like this day you're going to go here or this day you're going to do that. And I should write down like a certain day. Well, you can't. I was going to say a certain day I do in-strip up. You can't do that because you just got to kind of check it all the time. I don't know. Have to figure out. Back to what I was talking about. Wednesday wisdom, whatever I said. So, I had a question. Let's see, how would I put it? So I was either watching a vlog or I read something about this. So, you know how people go on those dating sites? Well, an older couple in their early 80s met on a dating site. This is a true story. And it's not me. I'm not 80, so but maybe there's hope. Maybe when I am 80, I can find someone on a dating site who's very nice. No, anyhow, back to what I was talking about. So anyhow, these two people meet and they start to date, and within, I'd say 6 months, they decide to get married. They both sell each other's homes. They each have a home they sell, so they get a new home. They have one together. They're both widows. So what is your thought on that? Different thoughts. Here's some ideas on thoughts. Not that I'm prompting you on what to say, but I'm asking you different questions. So, first question would be, would you yourself do that? Would you yourself jump into something so quick? I would say yes, I would, because when you are 80, you are on borrowed time. Well, we're all on borrowed time. I hope I'm still around when I'm 80. Not just with my poor health, but what's going on in the world. Would you feel a little hesitant, or would you just like jump in with 2 feet? And if it's not your cup of tea, would you be happy for a friend of yours who did that? Would you have kind of a suspicion that one or the other is going to take advantage of one or the other? Now, both these people are well off. Obviously, they were left with quite a bit of money from their partners that passed away. So they're both well off. So I guess the question of if one's going to take advantage, I guess they still could, but I would think, my thought is, if they're both pretty well off financially, both have properties to sell that have been paid for, going to buy something together, so they're, mingling their whatever together, or I don't know what they're doing. I don't really know that part about it. I think I'm buy it for cash or pay payments or whatever, but they're both going to own that together, which I think is a good idea, So they get rid of their old memories. Well, not get rid of, you know what I mean. Start afresh. I would be happy if that happened to my friend when we're that age. Me, I don't know, probably, I don't know what I've been through, what would I trust. I pretty much do jump in with 2 feet. Well, not that quick. I mean, it was, let's see. I think I knew my first husband a year, I want to say. Oh, over a year, because I knew him my senior year in high school, I believe. And then we married. So I went through the senior year. Then you graduate. Then, when did I marry him? Oh my gosh, can't remember. So then that year, when I graduated June, then the next year in March, I believe. Gosh, I've always known that, like I know my name, huh? And the second, a terrible mistake. When do we get married? Oh yeah, it was a little over a year. Boy, do I got stories to tell. I wish there was a way we could have like a secret room where I could tell you some really juicy. Not that way, get your mind out of the gutter, but like red flags, now that I see them. Now, because when you're in love, you're deaf, dumb, and stupid. But anyhow, back to the question at hand. Yeah, I didn't do the scripture thing. I forgot. I'm sorry. That's why we're going to make it up with Wednesday, whatever I said. I have terrible toothache. But I got rid of the nausea. Knock on wood. For now. What did it? Oh, yeah, I got some ice cream. I got the ice cream. I did. Not the monster. But it helped. It's just miraculous how mint chocolate chip ice cream helps my nausea. So I'm very grateful. And I hope it just stays at bay. I gotta just stay calm. But anyhow, and add anything else you want to say about a scenario like that. Scenario, tomato. Do I sound happy? Well, you know, things could be worse, but I'm still burning up and freezing. It is awful, and took the air thing out of the window, the miniature, the portable, the whatever, which is a bad idea. It's going to be 70 or 73, and I'm already hot. I have the portable heater on all the time because I'm freezing. But yeah, I try to be happy because it's better to be happy than to be like, my life is passing me by, which is my life is passing me by. I was saying that to my doctor. I had a telemedicine call. And he says, so how you doing? I says, I don't know. My life's just passing me by. I'm just existing, which is true. Because, when you are, you can't walk from one room to the other without feeling like throwing up or fainting because, you got something that's wrong with you. Anyhow, that's another vlog. But anyhow, what do you think of this scenario? I think it's really neat. The two people fell in love at that age. I believe they were each married only once. I don't know all the backstory, but I think it's great. I think it was on a vlog or I read it. Wherever it was, people were talking really bad. Like, they're not no experts at falling in love, and will they know if the marriage will last? Are you kidding me? Who knows? I mean, yes, going into my first marriage, I never thought I would get divorced. If you go into a marriage thinking that you're going to get divorced, well, I don't know. These are those two paths you take in life. I don't know. Going back to when I got married the first time, that never crossed my mind my marriage would not last. His parents were married forever. Yes, my parents divorced, but they were a good Catholic family. Wonderful father-in-law, the best father-in-law in the world. Oh my gosh. Never crossed my mind. But what I've been through, yeah, maybe. But if I was in that situation where, I was financially secure, my house was paid for, in that scenario, I don't know, I'd probably play it safe. I would assume they're each going to keep some money separate if they have kids, right? And they do have kids, because they're not going to live forever. I hope they live till over 100. But if I'm answering the questions, I would definitely jump in if I was that way. Well, I guess the way I am too, I would. Be nice to find a rich old guy. Even now, an 80-year-old man. Here I am, right here. I know you'll never find me because I'm always in my house, but not for his money. But in a way, yes, because I wouldn't have to worry about money because if he loved me and we moved into his house, a new house, whatever house, he was financially secure, stable, and he loved me, he would want to take care of me, right? So my son and I would not have to worry about, where does our next meal come from, right? And if I was in love with the person, which I would be, because I couldn't be a person who would just, pretend you are, because you're cheating yourself out of love. And, after the second debacle, well, the first wasn't a debacle, but the second was a debacle, I would want someone to, to be, that I would be in love with. And I know love. I was in love. It's just, I would have to be sure. And I would think if someone was 80 and found me, I don't know how they'd find me, they would have to be. So anyhow, yes, I would jump in 2 feet right away. I would. And I'm very happy for people like that. Yes, it's scary, but you know what? I think when you're that age, that, I think kudos to them. They found love. I wish them the very best. They seem to be happy. Yes, you could say at the beginning, everything is wonderful. My mom used to always say, it's always good in the beginning. Because she was mad because my first husband was quite a bit older than me and I was a very young girl just out of high school while I was dating him my senior year. She was very mad at me. And, I was married for quite a while, so it did work out, so to say. So she was wrong. I don't know where I'm going with the story, but anyhow, what do you think about these two, let's say both 80-year-olds, go on an internet or dating site, I guess it's on the internet, and fall in love. In 6 months they're married, selling each other's houses, buying a house together, and living happily ever after and being happy. Basically, they talk more about like a companionship. I don't really want to know their intimate details. I just don't want to have that in my head. And nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying that basically they're happy they have someone to go out to dinner with, to go to church with, to talk with, you know. Doesn't everyone want that? I mean, maybe not. You know, maybe if I haven't experienced becoming a, what would I be, a widow? Well, this could all go wrong, so I'm not going to say anymore. But if I was in love, I guess it would be different story. Because if I was in love, maybe I felt I couldn't love again. I'll just say it. I'm not wishing this on this monster, even though he's a monster. But if he would have passed away, what he put me through, yeah, I'd be open to love, because I would, well, no, I would know what love is, but that wasn't love on his part. I don't know what my answer is, so if you don't know, right, you don't know. But no, I think that my final answer, wasn't there a game show? My final answer is yes, I would jump in 2 feet, with 2 feet, and go for it. Because when you're 80 years old and you can find love, or what you think is love, because nobody can say if a marriage is going to last. It's sad that you have to kind of be naive. I guess in this day and age, you have to be naive. You know, with the internet, I think the internet ruined marriages, relationships, because it's so easy for, I was going to say men to cheat, and it is mostly still men, but I'm sure women cheat too. It's just too easy. It really is. So anyhow, there we go. Don't forget to subscribe, like, hit the motivation button. Yeah, let's motivate you to answer. Notification button. Be kind to everyone. Be kind to yourself. And I'm doing Instacart order right now, so they're messaging me, so I gotta go real quick. So if you could answer my question, I'd be curious to know. So this is a bonus video for you guys on Wednesday, and I hope it is Wednesday. Bye for now.